Simone, how are you?
I'm good. Yeah, I had a lot of coffee, so I'm loaded. How do you say? I'm energized. How are you?
Yes, I'm fine, really fine. Today I wake up earlier because I know that I have the interview. My name is Tony Gonzalez. I'm from Made in Metal, Spain. Even when you don't know me, I know you because I have seen in the last 10 years, I have seen Epica live 5 or 6 times.
Cool. Yeah, that's a lot. Now
Yes,
we can only dream about the shows coming up one day
I
again.
know that you take care a lot of your private life. Looking for information, I have read that even Playboy offers you a page on the magazine, and you say no, and I consider that it was right.
Well, that offer from Playboy that was really long ago. That was the beginning of Epica, and I didn't feel comfortable with that. So I said no, no, thank you, because once you do that, it will always, it will always be there. And I don't consider myself a erotic model, so I said no, thank you.
You are still young and beautiful, so maybe another offer can come. But we are going to change the subject. I think it's better. Okay.
Okay.
We are going to concentrate on Omega. Yesterday, I listened to Omega for the first time. I was really impressed. And
Thank you.
yes, I think that Omega is very different from the holographic principle, even when there is the part of the trilogy that started with the quantum enigma.
Hmm.
So I think that in this CD, there are more choirs, more growls. Am I wrong?
I don't know if there's more grunting. I actually have never analyzed the album in that sense, but to me, Omega is a very mature and profound album. The music, the lyrics, the dynamics, it is it's very much in balance. And if I compare it to, for example, the holographic principle was like a hyper album. It was super full and high energy all the time. And with Omega, it feels like, even though it's also bombastic, it's epic, it's a little bit more peaceful, or it has more quiet parts in it,
Mhm.
so that the listener can breathe a little bit. And the holographic principle was like 100% from beginning to the end when it came to, loudness and melodies. It was for me a little bit too much information. And with Omega, we tried to get a little bit more organic sound. And yeah, I think that's a big difference. I'm myself super proud of our album. We worked hard on the album. We took a break before so that our batteries would be recharged. And yeah, just can't wait for the whole world to hear the album.
But I agree, and I think that is Omega is more epic.
Yeah, could be, yeah, that it has a little bit more cinematic feel to it
Yes,
than the other albums. If you were to give Epica a name, like the style, I would call it cinemetal, because it definitely has a lot of influences from from soundtracks, from scores.
my question is why did the band take 5 years to release the CD? And I read that it was because you play 1,000 concerts.
Yeah, not in 1 year, but we did tour a lot since the beginning of Epica up until that sabbatical. And the holographic principle, we had a huge world tour. I became a mother. My son is currently also sitting next to me. He might sometimes ask me something, just so you know. So, and combining work and private life was becoming very hard for me. And since I'm 17, I've been working for Epica. We never really took a longer break. So we didn't tour, but we did write our biography, The Essence of Epica, and we recorded some acoustic songs of the Design Universe album to celebrate the 10-year anniversary. But mainly, we also enjoyed being at home with our family and friends, going to birthdays, and yeah, just not having to worry about packing your suitcase, jet lags, and all that stuff. And it was great. It flew by that year because we were still working. We were just not touring.
So maybe that sabbatical makes that the band the writing process from this album was very different than the others.
It was different because we chose to do it, and we had the time and energy for it. Compared to the other albums, we were always on tour. In between, we were writing and recording. Sometimes we were even recording the album and we still had shows in between, and that was just was very hard to keep up a schedule like that. And now we had the sabbatical. We all live far apart. We live in 4 different countries, all the 6 band members. So we rented a little house in the Netherlands, and we went there for a week together with Joost to work on all the songs together physically, and not just from our home studios in our countries and sending each other emails with the songs, which we've done in the past. And it worked okay, but being together as a band, the creative process, there's more, you have a faster output, come to greater results if you work together like that. And we cooked, we had breakfast together, we had great talks, we had red wine in the evening, and there was no pressure of having to do a show. It was just, going back to the roots, writing songs together, and it was lovely.
Yes, I was thinking that after touring for 1 year, every morning you see the same band in the bus every night or the plane. And then when it passed for months and months, maybe all of you need a rest from the rest of the band. And then maybe this was the reason why. Then after having your life with your family, you decided to come together and work together.
Yeah. I mean, even now with the pandemic, being together with the people you love the most, you also need a break from that. And it's not because you don't love or you don't like the people you're with. You just, it can be intense. It's not, you don't go to work at 8 in the morning and you go back home at 4 o'clock. You are together all the time. You share the same house. The house is the tour bus or the backstage, and it's all small spaces. Yeah, you can love a person so much, but you still can be happy to have some privacy at the end of the day. So that's totally normal.
I know that it's normal. So I read that Mark said, for example, I'm going to quote him, Epica has long found its sound, but within that sound, there is a lot of rooms for evolution. Do you agree? What does it mean?
I agree. We have the typical Epica sound, which is, the very symphonic metal with my voice, Mark's voice, and the choir, and like catchy choruses, strong song structures, but also really long songs with unexpected turns. And with each album, we do like to throw in a couple of new ingredients, try some new instruments. This time with Kingdom of Heaven, you have this really chaotic but super cool mid part that an Abyss of Time suddenly turns into this super heavy song. It starts like a little bit of Irish folk metal song, and then it goes super dark. And I love that. But still, you have the choir, you have my voice, you have the catchy melodies, typical Epica melodies, to keep it all together. I mean, we never intend to become a popular, like, mainstream band. We're still a metal band, but a very versatile metal band. And we are accessible for a large audience still, but in essence, we stay a metal band.
My first impression when I listen the CD Omega, I'm going to tell my impression, and then you will tell me yours. For example, when Abyss of Time started, I thought it was a big song, something special to start. Maybe the rest will be not so impressive. But then I see that the Skeleton Key is more awesome, and Seals of Solomon is awesome too. So I said, okay, this is an endless surprise. So, and tell me, why did you choose Abyss of Time as opening track?
Because it connects with the intro. I mean, we sometimes we write intros and songs separately, but this time we made sure that the intro of the album flows really well into the first song. And I am not the initiator of how we set up the album. Every band member gives their opinion, but Mark, I think he set up like a skeleton set list or track list, and then we just were trying out different versions. Like we all made a different track lists and listened to it from start to finish to see how the flow of the album was like. I think the first, the middle, and like the last song on the album, they were set because of the lyrical concept. Mark was very, how do you say, adamant about having Kingdom of Heaven as number 8 because
Yes.
this is our 8th album. But if you put the 8 on the side, flip it to the right or to the left, it becomes the infinity symbol. And Kingdom of Heaven is a little bit about, that nothing is really gone after we die, that everything is connected. And yeah, and this is our 8th studio album. And definitely not the end of Epica. The Omega doesn't stand for the end. But Abyss of Time is a really great opening track, I think, to get everybody excited for the album.
So we are going to talk about Kingdom of Heaven, but before, I would like to ask you about the Skeleton Key, that is another extraordinary song. Please tell me more about it.
The music is from Rob, our bass player. The work title of the song was called Inception. He came with the song when we were in the Netherlands in the house working on the songs together, and I loved the song, and I came up with them vocal lines really fast, and also said that I would like to write the lyrics for it. We both are big movie fans, and also the movie Inception was very inspiring musically but also lyrically. And the Skeleton Key is also about when we dream, we have so many different layers within ourselves that we can access, that we have access to, and that we can control. So we have the key, the skeleton key that fits to all doors within ourselves. We hold also. We are the master of that. And it's also one of my favorite tracks. I think it's going to be a great live song as well.
Simone, you write part of the song. In some cases, taking account that you are the singer, some people think that you only write the lyrics, but I think that you participate a little in the music too, no?
I don't write, like compose the music, but I do give my opinion. Everybody in the band, I mean, all the 5 guys, they wrote songs that are also on the album. Like they started songs, and then of course the whole band joins in, and I offer my opinion of, if I like it or if I don't like it. And depending on the vocal lines and also the reach my voice can shine the most, we adapt the songs to fit. So in a kind of indirect way, I do work on the songs as well, but not as intense as the guys do.
And you told me that the band mixed different track lists and then decided what is the definite. And for example, you decided taking account the music or the lyrics or the voice. What is the point to select this?
Well, of course the intro alpha is set because it's attached to it's attached to Abyss of Time. Yeah, we just play around a little bit with where the ballad comes to give like a little a peaceful moment on the CD. Some songs have intros, so you don't want to have the same structure songs after each other. So it's a little bit trial and error. You have to try it, and there's musical taste as well, or personal taste. For example, Isaac and me, we wanted to switch some songs, but we are a democratic band, and the majority voted otherwise. So, and of course, Joost, our producer, also has a say in it because he knows the song so well. But in the end, it's all like personal taste as well, where you want certain songs to be positioned on the CD. But that's the same with songwriting. Everybody has their opinion, and sometimes you can't always get what you want, or you only can't always get the result that you want. But that's the part of songwriting, the process that you have to let go after a certain. Everybody has to give and take. Let's say it like that.
Yeah. So I guess that when somebody said that Kingdom of Heaven will be track number 8, the rest don't say no. So Kingdom of Heaven is the craziest song from the CD. It's really, really crazy, Simone. Who got the idea to play a song like this from classical to death metal?
Well, Isaac and Aryan are coming from I think God Dethroned is a death metal band, if I'm not mistaken.
Mhm.
So with the arrival of Isaac and Aryan, the Epica music also it became a little bit heavier.
Yes.
And Aryan is an amazing drummer, and he's a huge death metal fan, of course, and Isaac as well. Although Isaac, when he writes songs, they have a happier touch to them. Kingdom of Heaven originally, I think Mark wrote the majority of the song together with Isaac. So they are the main songwriters of that song, and it's one of my personal favorites. We are currently studying the song or learning, practicing it because we intend to play it live.
Yes?
Yeah. And
Wow.
I love the part what you say that it starts as a classical music with a little bit like like a soundtrack of a movie, and then it goes completely crazy. I personally love that. Like one of my favorite bands is Opeth, and they are very good at doing that too, like completely throwing everything overboard and coming with unexpected twists and turns in the music.
Wow. Next year, I will be at Leyendas del Rock waiting for the band playing Kingdom of Heaven. Yes.
I don't know. On festivals, we tend to play shorter songs. If we have a short set list, if we have a short time to play, then we mostly play. How do you say? We play the short, powerful songs. But for our own live shows, our headline shows, club shows, we do also throw in Kingdom of Heaven. We have played Kingdom of Heaven 1 many times as well, and it's one of my favorite live songs to play.
Please tell the band that you find a people from Spain telling this, that he wants to see Kingdom of Heaven and Leyendas del Rock, and maybe I will be lucky because I
Yes,
check. Yes, I check, and the next year you only have here Leyendas del Rock.
I think so. Yeah, so far. I mean, our European tour, unfortunately, has been pushed to 2022 in January.
Yes,
Uh, so yeah, we've been not so lucky with that, but we have to adapt. This is the situation. All bands are in this situation, and we are going to make the best out of it. And we are already practicing the songs so that by the time we are allowed to go on stage, we can all just have fun and not think too much about, okay, what comes next.
I read that the band has an official autobiography, The Essence of
Yes.
Epica.
Hmm.
But for example, I tried to find it on Amazon Spain. Maybe I didn't find it. Where can we find it?
Well, we are the writers, of course, but it is published through a company called Rocket 88. I think if I check, it should maybe it's on the Epica website. I'm not sure. We now have our own a web shop,
Mhm.
but I'm not sure about the book. The Essence of Epica, Rocket 88. I think that's the publisher. I can quickly check it for you.
Okay,
The website on which you can get it is called epicabook.com.
epicabook.com. Perfect. I'm
Yeah,
going
I can
to.
send you the link.
Perfect. Yes. So before saying goodbye, I would like to tell you, please give my congratulations to Arjen van Wesenbeck.
Yes.
Thank you. We all expect your voice. We all expect Mars Grohl and guitars, but and Cohen keys. But in this CD, Arjen plays really, really strong.
I will tell him. He will be happy to hear that.
And the other is that if you want to say something to the Spanish fan,
Yeah, sure. Hello, everyone. This is Simone from Epica, and we have our new album, Omega, coming out February 26th, and hope to see you at Leandros del Rock. Thank you so much for your support. Stay safe, and see you in the new year.
thank you, Simon. Thank you. I wish you a long life and in front of Epica 20 or 30 years more.
Oh, thank you very much.
And I'm sure that in 20 years, you will be as beautiful and talented as you are today.
Well, thank you. I'll try. I don't smoke,
Yes,
so that's a
yes.
good thing.
I have a photograph with you, but it was maybe in 2012 or so. This photograph I call the Beauty and the Beast because
Yeah,
I'm very
you're the
ugly.
beauty.
And
Oh,
beside you, I'm uglier.
I don't think so.
Yes. So Simone, goodbye. Have a good day.
Thank you. You too. Stay healthy.
Bye bye. Bye bye, Simone. You too.
Adios.
Adios. Bye.